Now listen to this story. You know, I am a man who like saying things the way they are. I keep it real. Do you understand me now? I keep it real. I don't hide the job I did in the past. Yes, many years ago, I drove taxi. I was a taxi driver. If you like, you can call me a taxi driver. I don't care. Yes, I survived driving taxi. I'm not ashamed of it. Now let me share my experience with you. That is the experience I had when I was driving taxi. Listen attentively. There was a day I carried a passenger. Now this passenger was a woman, a young woman. She told me her destination, where she was going. When we got to her destination, her home, she had no money to pay me. It was around 10 euro and some cents, like 10 euro, 40 cents or thereabouts. Now, I asked the woman, I said, why did you board my taxi? Why did you enter my taxi when you know very well you had no money on you? The woman began to make problems. She said, she began to, tell stories. She said she lost her bag, her purse or whatever, things like that. Now, listen to this. I now threatened, or do I say, I wanted to call police. As I picked my mobile phone to call the police, one taxi colleague, somebody who knew me then, asked what was going on. I now narrated to him what was going on. The guy told me to forget that woman. I said, what? You want me to forget 10 euro? I waited so long. I had to hustle. He said I should forget that woman and continue with my job that night. It was Friday night. Now, this taxi colleague of mine who said I should forget that money, he has been in that taxi business for a long time. He was in that business before I came. So he told me to forget that 10 euro. To me, that 10 euro was big money. He told me there were so many passengers on the road that night. Why should I call the police now? He said I should forget about that woman and continue with my job that night. I listened to him. I allowed the woman to go because I wanted to call police. You know what? I later realized that guy was very intelligent because such things have happened in the past. Yes, things like that had happened in the past. And on such occasions, I called the police. When the police came, even there were times it took the police 10 minutes or maybe more to come. And you know the protocol, asking questions before the whole thing will be over. 1 hour or more will be gone. You discover at the end of the day, you will be the person, the taxi driver. I will be the person to lose because I wasted my time calling the police. And if the police comes, the police, they are not going to kill the passenger. So even under that 1 hour, I may even make more than that money. I may make more than that 10 euro. Now, if the money was like 50 euro or 70 euro, I would say, man, I'm not going anywhere. Stand my ground, make sure the passenger pays. But in this situation, it was 10 euro. So the guy told me to forget that 10 euro and keep hustling. Which I did. I forgot that money and continued to hustle. Later that night, I smiled. Later that night, I made a lot of money. The following day, I met the guy at taxi stand Platz, taxi where we usually gathered. And the guy told me why. He said, whenever there is work to do, if such situation arises, I should just simply forget that it is distraction. I should just forget it. 10 euro, 8 euro, even 15 euro, I should forget it and continue working. I understood him. Now listen to why I'm telling you this story. Now listen. There are fights that are not worth fighting. You need to choose your fight wisely. Many occasions, I told you before, there were many occasions that I stood my ground. I said, man, you must pay me this 5 euro. You must pay me this 10 euro. At the end of the day, I was the person that lost, a lot of time. Yes, I lost a lot of time and even money, because time is money. So you need to choose your battles wisely. Do you understand what I mean? There are some battles you don't fight. You just let it slide. Yes. Some battles, some problems, you just ignore it and keep going. Well, I want to end this video here. My name is Roddy. Follow my page for more educational videos. Now, to those of you who are saying, I am broke, I am poor, instead of beefing me, why don't you support me by following and sharing my videos? That way, you are empowering me. That's where you are lifting me up. Yes. Instead of beefing me. So you derive joy in beefing me. You derive joy in calling me a poor man. That is not good. Instead of talking down on me, find a way to lift your brother up. Lift me up, so that I can also enjoy life the way you are enjoying life. Well, I want to end this video here. My name is Roddy. See you in my next video.